Yeah, we only discussed the subtopic 12.1, the need for homeostasis. And there are 3 learning outcomes. Yeah, first, at the end of the lesson, you should be able to define homeostasis, explain the basic principle of homeostasis, and outline how insulin and glucagon regulate the blood glucose concentration. Okay, let's read first the newspaper that I post on MS Team, and then found 3 substances or conditions that our body need to keep constant. Yeah, read the work from newspaper, the daily balance. Yeah, what are 3 substances or conditions that have to keep constant in our body? Send your answer via chat ya on MS Team. What are 3 substances or conditions that have to keep constant? Yeah, let's read the newspaper and send your answer. The 3 substances need to keep constant. Yeah, what are they? The 3 substances or conditions need to keep constant.
Yes, in my screen I cannot.
I cannot what?
Cannot read. The apa itu? The article is so small. Yeah.
The newspaper.
Yep.
You can download from MS Team. I have post. Okay, what are they? 3 substances or conditions? I'll give you time here until 10. 12. Two minutes left. Vincent dan Cindy dan Kiri Jadian dan Okay, good. Yeah, Vincent, Cindy, and Jerry. Randy Winata dan okay, time's up. Yeah, what are they? The three substances or conditions that have to keep constants in our body. Yeah, actually, there are three substances here based on the newspaper. The first is, yeah, Owen, good. Water potential, and then blood glucose or glucose concentration in our blood, and the third is body temperature. Yeah, why does body temperature have to be kept constant? Yeah, we know there are many reactions, yeah, take place in our body. For example, anabolism, metabolisms, catabolism, anabolisms, yeah, the reactions in our body needs enzyme. What is the function of enzyme? Actually, enzyme, the function of enzyme is to speed up the reactions, yeah, in our body, to speed up the reactions. And what happens with if the temperature rises or decrease? It means the enzyme that made from the proteins. For example, when we make fried egg, the egg, yeah, made from proteins, yeah. At the high temperature, the structure of the proteins will denaturate. It means the proteins denaturate. It means the enzyme that made from the proteins will be inactive or cannot do their role to speed up the reactions. The enzyme will inactive or they denaturate. So if we got temperatures, yeah, is about 40 degrees Celsius, yeah, it means there will be disaster. Yeah, it's about 40 degrees Celsius. It means the temperature is so high. So the enzyme in our body will be inactive and cannot to speed up the chemical reactions in our body. For example, like enzyme amylase, yeah, cannot do well its functions. Then why must tissue fluid be kept at a constant water potential? Yeah, you know, the water can affect, yeah, this is our discussions, yeah, from chapter 11. Chapter 11, that water potential, yeah, have to keep constant because the cells, yeah, may be damaged or may not function properly. And how about the blood glucose? If the concentration of the glucose increase in our blood, yeah, the disease of diabetes, yeah, can happen. It will be disaster. High blood sugar, yeah, may cause shortness of breath, yeah. Low blood sugar may cause, yeah, like dizziness, yeah, unconscious, or even death. And how to keep control, yeah, by the homeostasis, to keep control temperature, how to keep control the concentration of glucose in our blood constant, and how to keep control water potential constant in our body. by homeostasis. What is actually homeostasis? Yeah, the maintenance of a constant internal environment. Yeah, this is the schematic diagram, yeah, that shows principle of homeostasis. There is normal conditions, yeah, also known as set point, that should be kept constant. For example, the glucose concentration is around 90 milligrams, yeah, over milliliter, for example. This is the normal conditions. And then like temperature, our body temperature, normal temperature is around 37 degrees Celsius. And then there are two cycle. One cycle with the stimulus, yeah, consists of condition rises above normal. And then at the second cycle with the stimulus, the condition decreases below normal. What is actually means by stimulus? Yeah, is any change from normal condition, can be raises or can be decreases, yeah, from normal conditions. For example, the normal conditions temperature is around 37 degrees Celsius. Stimulus condition rises is about 40 degrees Celsius. Our temperature about for the decrease conditions, yeah, is about 36 degrees Celsius. And then the second part of the schematic diagram of homeostasis is a receptor that receive, yeah, effect from the stimulus. That receive effect or detect, yeah, detect the effect from the stimulus. Commonly, yeah, is an organ. For example, pancreas, yeah, can detect the any change from stimulus. It can be organs like pancreas that can detect the glucose concentrations in our blood. And what is the control center? Yeah, control center receive, yeah, response from the receptor. The control center commonly is a hormone, the control center. If an organ is pancreas, the hormones can be insulin or glucagon that can regulate the glucose concentrations. And then next is the corrective mechanism, the reverse effect of stimulus, bring reverse effect from stimulus. After correct mechanisms, yeah, the conditions decrease. The condition decrease, yeah, in the first cycle. The condition rises, yeah, in the second cycle, and then go back into the normal condition or set point. This is the schematic diagram, yeah, that illustrates the principle of homeostasis. We can conclude that basic principle of homeostasis is our body react to bring about the opposite effect. The opposite effect to change detected. Yeah, the opposite effect. For example, yeah, when our body temperature rises is about 40, so it means our body need to reduce the temperature. If our body below 37 degrees Celsius, so it means we need opposite effect, yeah, to increase the temperature. This is the basic principle of homeostasis, to bring about the opposite effect to the change detect. Okay, before we continue to the glucose level, let's recall the function of the liver. The function of the liver, one of the function of the liver is to keep the concentration of glucose in our blood constant by the presence of the hormone insulin and glucagon that secreted by the pancreas. Now the insulin hormones, after heavy meals, the pancreas will secrete the hormone of insulin. So can change the glucose into glycogen. During fasting, the pancreas will secrete hormone of glucagon, so can change glycogen into glucose. So the concentration of glucose will increase because during fasting, we lack of glucose. Now, this is the normal conditions, concentration of glucose in our blood, around 90 milligrams over 100 centimeter cubes. How does our body keep the concentration of glucose in our blood constant? This is the homeostasis. The first cyclus condition resist. Let's identify which one is the normal conditions. Which one that shows normal conditions of glucose concentrations?
6.
Which number?
6.
Yes, correct. Number 6. Normal condition is number 6. Okay, number 6 is the normal conditions. Go next. Stimulus condition rises above normal. Can you identify it? Which one shows the stimulus? Which one shows the stimulus? Condition rises. This constant. Number?
Number 4.
Okay, good. Is it Vincent? Okay, good, Vincent. Number 4 is the stimulus. The rising blood glucose level. It can be organ. It can be organ, tissue, or cells that can detect effect. Any change from stimulus. The rising of blood glucose concentration. What is it? The receptor. Can be organs, tissues, or cell. What are they?
5.
Number 5. What is it? Number 5. Can you identify what is it? Pancreas. This is the receptor. That can detect the rising of blood concentrations. And then the control center. The control center.
Insulin, number 1.
Control center like ADH, antidiuretic hormones. It can be a hormone, insulin. The control center is insulin. So the pancreas will secrete insulin. So the insulin, yeah. Next, corrective mechanism. Secrete, yeah, the pancreas will secrete insulin. And then what happened to the insulin? What happened to the glucose after the pancreas secretes insulin?
Two.
Yeah, number 2 is the corrective mechanism. Is the corrective mechanism number 2. Is it number 2 corrective mechanism we put here? Corrective mechanism because the insulin hormones, yeah, change the glucose into glycogen, and then store the glycogen in the liver, and then the last condition decrease. Actually, the blood glucose level, yeah, decline to the set point, yeah, because yeah, the insulins already change the glucose into glycogen. This is when blood glucose rises above the normal. Okay, go next. Yeah, when the conditions glucose level falls below the normal. What is the normal or set point? Normal conditions is same, right? The normal condition is same. Yeah, blood glucose level is about 90 milligrams over 100 milliliter. This is the normal conditions. And then the stimulus, that the condition decreases below normal. What is that? One, two, three, four, five.
Two.
Yeah, this stimulus. Dropping blood glucose level. And then the receptor, yeah, same. The receptor is the same, pancreas. That detect, yeah, dropping glucose level. And then the pancreas will secrete the hormone glucagon. The condition is opposite from the cyclus 1. The hormone is glucagon. Yeah, that can change glycogen into glucose. So increase the level concentrations of the glucose. The corrective mechanisms, yeah. The hormone of glucagon, yeah, can change glycogen into glucose. And then the condition rises, yeah, blood glucose level rises. Rise. This is the when blood glucose level falls below the normal level. This is the complete schematic diagram, yeah, that shows homeostasis of blood glucose level. This is the set point. Set point. The stimulus, yeah, rising blood glucose level, and then this dropping blood glucose level. Decreasing or increasing blood glucose level. And then the hormones, yeah, as the control center is a glucagon and insulin. Yeah, insulin that changes glucose into glycogen. Yeah, insulin changes glucose into glycogen. Opposite condition, the glucagon changes glycogen into glucose. after change the glycogen into glucose, so it means the level of glucose, yeah, increase, and then from the first cyclus, yeah, after change the glucose into glycogen, it means the concentration of glucose decrease and go back into the normal condition or set point. Next, the homeostasis of water level. The mechanism is same as the glucose concentrations. There are two any change, yeah, that we can say stimulus, water level drops and water level rises. And then what are the receptor? The receptor is hypothalamus in our brain. Hypothalamus. The control center is the hormone of ADH. ADH, antidiuretic hormones. When the water level rises, yeah, when the water level decrease below normal, yeah, hypothalamus will secrete more ADH. More ADH will secrete by the hypothalamus. So it means, yeah, more water will be reabsorbed. So it means the water level will increase. Reabsorb, go back into the blood vessels. So it means the water level will increase. Water level increase. And then the opposite conditions, yeah, water level will decrease. So go back into the normal level of water in our blood. Okay, do you have any question regarding homeostasis, the need of homeostasis? No? No questions? Michael Owen?
Ya, Miss.